Okay, so you have to expand tan inverse of square root of 1 plus x square minus 1 upon x. This is the same type of question that we did in the last session yesterday. Using substitution of trigonometric formulas, you have to convert this to a question which will be of the form tan inverse of tan of some angle, and then tan inverse and tan theta will get cancelled, and you will get the expansion in terms of that theta, which will be either sine inverse, cos inverse, tan inverse, which we have obtained the expansions with the help of method of differentiation and integration. Is it okay? So let me now ask you which trigonometric substitution you are going to do so that this bracket term will be simplified. Can anybody guess?
X equals to tan theta.
X equals to
X equal to tan theta.
Yes. So put x is equal to tan theta. Then what will be your y? Your y term will become tan inverse of square root of 1 plus tan square theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Okay, so that will become tan inverse of, what is 1 plus tan square theta?
Sec square theta.
sec square theta.
Since 1 plus tan square theta is sec square theta, you will get, this has to be square root of sec square theta. But what is square root of sec square theta? Sec theta minus 1 upon tan theta. Okay, you can simplify this further. Sec theta is nothing but 1 by cos theta, and this will become tan inverse of 1 by cos theta minus 1 upon sin theta upon cos theta. So simplifying this, you get this to be tan inverse of 1 minus cos theta upon sin theta. Both cos theta will get cancelled. Both cos theta will get cancelled. Is it okay? Now what you will do? Still this is not in the form of only tan theta, because tan inverse some tan of angle if it is there, then it will get cancelled and you will get the answer in terms of theta. So do you remember any other trigonometric substitution which will convert this to tan? Yeah,
2 sine square theta by
half angle formula. Yes. So 1 minus cos theta, what is the formula of 1 minus cos theta? 2 sine square.
2
sine square theta
by 2.
Yes. So it is 2 sine square theta by 2. And what about sine theta? It is 2 sine theta
Tan theta by 2 into
Cos theta by 2.
cos theta by 2. Only those students who are remembering the formulas are answering. The others, please go through the formulas. They will be required throughout your mathematics. Okay. So what will be your question? Therefore, reducing to now, y is equal to
Tan theta by 2.
tan inverse of tan theta by 2. As simple as that. And therefore, your answer is theta by 2. But what is theta? If
Tan
x
inverse
is
of x.
tan theta, so
Tan
theta
inverse
will be
x by 2.
tan inverse. Yes. And this is nothing but tan inverse of x divided by 2. Directly make use of the expansion of tan inverse, that is x minus x cubed by 3 plus x raised to 5 by 5 minus x raised to 7 by 7.
And so on.
That's your answer. That's it. So this is your expansion. Now, if it was a theory exam also, directly you can write down the expansion using tan inverse expansion. And in MCQs, that obviously this option will be there in the ABCD form. You have to select it. Okay? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that is about expansions. So let's just revise in short what we have done in entire expansion. We have done Taylor series expansion and Maclaurin series expansion. Taylor series, the basic form was f of a plus h is equal to f of a plus what? F of a plus h f dash of a
plus x square by 2
Double
factorial.
dash of a.
yes dot
It's going
correct.
on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then if I want the Taylor series expansion in powers of h, so f of x plus h was f of x plus h
F of x plus
H into f dash
h
of
f dash of
x
x plus yes dot.
dot
going on.
Okay. Then the third thing in powers of x, given function is f of x plus h. Now some students may get confused in using f of x plus h formula and f of x formula. So look at the question given. If the question given is in form of x plus h, then check whether the expected answer is in powers of x or in powers of x minus a. If the question says that suppose f of x is equal to root of x plus 2 and the expected answer is in powers of x minus 2, Then which formula you are going to use? You are going to use the formula of expansion in powers of x minus a. So what's that formula? F of x is equal to f of a plus x minus a f dash of a
F
plus
dash
minus a
x
square by
minus a whole square by 2 factorial into f dash of a.
double dash of a dot dot dot. Okay. So what is expected to be your left hand side? Your left hand side is expected to be f of x. So even if the question is given as square root of x plus 2, this is to be taken as f of x, not f of x plus h. So you should not get confused whether h is plus 2 and h is minus 2 or plus 2 and a is plus 2 or minus 2. Don't get confused. What is asked? Powers of x minus a. So compare x minus a with powers of x minus 2. So a will be 2. If you compare the right hand side with f of x plus h, then you cannot use the Taylor series formula for x minus a powers, because that formula says that left hand side should be f of x. Clear? So f of x plus
Yes,
h in powers of x will be f of h plus x f dash of h and so on, and powers of x minus a will be f of x is equal to f of a plus x minus a f dash of a plus dot dot dot. That will be a formula for powers of x minus a. Okay. Next thing is we have done Maclaurin series expansion. In Maclaurin series expansion, the basic formula is f of x is equal to f of 0 plus x f dash of 0 plus x square by 2 factorial f double dash of 0 plus dot dot dot. Okay. This can be used to find all the standard expansions. Maybe for sin x, cos x, tan x, then 1 upon 1 plus x, 1 upon 1 minus x, log of 1 plus x, log of 1 minus x, 1 plus x raised to n binomial expansion. All these 13 formulas which are there, they are all derived with the help of your Maclaurin series. Then Maclaurin series applications are, you have to use it to find tan inverse x inverse expansion, sin inverse x and cos inverse. But your standard formula makes it more difficult because the powers and the coefficients are a bit difficult. That's why we go for the method of differentiation and integration. And then finally we have to use this tan inverse, sin inverse, cos inverse formulae for solving the question which are on substitution trigonometric identities. Is that clear? This is all we have done in chapter 2, that is expansion. First chapter was mean value theorem, which wherein we did Lagrange's mean value theorem, Cauchy's mean value theorem and Rolle's theorem. Now the last part of unit 1 is indeterminate forms. So this a part of it you all have done in your higher secondary, that is 12th standard, but right now we are going to do all 7 forms of indeterminate limits. So what do you think indeterminate limits say? What do you mean by that?
Limit.
Limit is said to be indeterminate or is said to be indeterminate form. So what do you think will be the form of that answer?
The higher and lower limits are not defined.
Not necessarily. The limits will be defined when you say that left hand limit and the right hand limit, they are different. Then the function, the limit of the function only does not exist. That is the definition. But what we are saying right now, we are saying that the limit is in indeterminate form. There is the answer, but it is not definite. Indeterminate. That means it will take more than one value. Are you getting it?
Not definite.
Not definite is still okay. Infinity is fixed answer, na? Okay. If I say that it is infinity or undefined, that means the answer is infinity. Well, obviously the value is not existing. That is another case. But indeterminate means what? Right now, the limit which is given to you, for example, limit as x tends to a, if it is there, f of x upon g of x. This is your limit which you have to find. This will be called in an indeterminate form if it takes value, but it is not unique. If it takes value, but it is not unique. For example, you have done the indeterminate form 0 by 0. You have done the indeterminate form 0 by 0. What is the meaning of this? F of a is becoming 0 and g of a is also becoming 0. Is it okay? So the answer that will be taken by this a will be of the form 0 by 0. Clear?
Yes,
Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So
Okay.
0 by 0, then just see what are the different answers that you can get. 0 by anything, the answer is 0.
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
And anything by 0, the
Yes.
answer is infinity.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it is taking more than one value. So we have to do something on this limit so that it will take a fixed value. Are you getting it? This is the indeterminate form, and we have to do something on this, that means we have to apply something on this so that it will finally give me a unique answer. Then I say that the limit of that particular ratio exists, which was initially indeterminate, but right now we have used or we have applied some rule on it or some formula on it so that it will give you a fixed value. Is it okay? So all such forms which are giving you more than one answer, they are called as indeterminate. So the first one we saw, it is 0 by 0. Then the second one can be
Infinite by infinite.
Can be infinity by infinity. We know that infinity upon anything is infinity, and anything by infinity is 0. So it is taking two different values. So infinity by infinity is also indeterminate form. Now just see, infinity by infinity and 0 by 0 actually you can say synonyms type of thing. Why? Because infinity by infinity can be written as 1 by 0 upon 1 by 0, and that can be approximated as 0 by 0. Are you getting it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so they are both same. So whichever rule is applicable to 0 by 0, same rule will be directly applicable to infinity by infinity. I'll tell you how we apply the L-hospital rule. You know L-hospital rule, but how we apply the L-hospital rule, why we get it, that I'll tell you. But all 0 by 0 indeterminate form and infinity by infinity form, directly you can apply L-hospital rule. But the remaining ones which are there, we cannot apply directly the L-hospital rule. What we have to do, first we have to convert them to one of this form. First we have to convert them to one of this form, and then we have to apply L-hospital. Okay, why, that I'll tell you. But are these two basic indeterminate form clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
The others which are there are infinity minus infinity. This is one. So what are the different answer it will be taking? Then the next one is 0 into infinity, answer which it is taking. 1 raised to infinity, then infinity raised to 0 and 0 raised to 0. These are the forms. Just tell me, infinity minus anything is infinity. Anything minus infinity is minus infinity. And if you are thinking that both of them are very large numbers, then the answer can be 0 also.
Yes.
So it is taking three different forms. Are you getting it? Similarly, 0 into infinity. When you are taking 0 into anything, the answer is 0. Anything into infinity, the answer is infinity. So this is also an indeterminate form. 1 raised to infinity. Yes. What is 1 raised to anything?
1.
And anything raised to infinity?
2. Infinity.
Infinity. Anything is becoming larger. How many times you are taking it? You are taking it to be how many times? Infinitely many times. So you are expected that it will become very large. Okay? Then limiting position I am telling you. Huh? Infinity raised to anything is infinity. Anything raised to 0 is 1.
1.
Okay? 0 raised to anything is 0. Anything raised to 0 is 1. So all of them are taking more than one value, and hence they are called as indeterminate forms. So these are the 7 indeterminate forms that we are going to study. And what are those? First is 0 by 0. Second is infinity by infinity. Third is infinity minus infinity. Fourth is 0 into infinity. Fifth is 1 raised to infinity. Infinity raised to 6. And seventh is 0 raised to 0. These are the 7 indeterminate forms which we are going to study. But the remaining, these 5 which are there, they should be converted to either 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity, and then only we can apply L-hospital rule. Is that clear?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what is this? Which rule? Hospital rule?
L-hospital rule, yeah.
Ma'am, what is it?
Yeah, that I'll tell. First, this is clear, you tell me that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Why they are called indeterminate? Because it is taking more than one value. But we can apply the rule on it so that we will get a fixed answer. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you just write down this. You write down the heading as indeterminate form. Indeterminate form. If L is equal to limit as x tends to a f of x by g of x, limit L is equal to limit as x tends to a f of x by g of x, f of x by g of x, such that f of a is equal to g of a is equal to 0, f of a is equal to g of a is equal to 0, then L takes the value, 0 by 0. L takes the value 0 by 0, which is an indeterminate form. Which is an indeterminate form as it takes two possible values. 0 and infinity. 0 and infinity. Okay. Similarly, we have 7 indeterminate form. We have 7 indeterminate form, which are 0 by 0, infinity by infinity. You write down all the 7 form. Infinity minus infinity, 0 into infinity, 1 raised to infinity, infinity raised to 0, and 0 raised to 0. 0 raised to 0. Okay. So just see now what is that L hospital rule and how do we get it. Understand please clearly, because again many students do the mistake when they apply that rule, they try to apply it on both sides. So just see, we don't have to apply it on both sides, we have to apply it only on the right hand side. So what's your limit? L is limit as x tends to a f of x upon g of x. Okay, such that f of a is equal to g of a is equal to 0 and f is differentiable. F is differentiable everywhere. F is differentiable everywhere. That is, derivative exists. So if the derivative exists, then we will write it in a specific form and we'll see what is the L hospital rule. So first I will tell you what is the L hospital rule. Then if your limit is such that f of a, g of a is equal to 0 and f is differentiable, then L hospital rule says that, what does it say? It says that L is equal to f dash of a upon g dash of a. Means what? The same limit will be obtained by differentiating the numerator upon the different derivative of the denominator at the point a, such that g dash of a is non-zero. Obviously, if I had g dash of a to be 0, then it is undefined. This is the rule. I'll repeat once again. Well, I've used it, but I'll tell you once again. Limit is x tends to a f of x by g of x. If both as x approaches a, f of a and g of a are 0, then L hospital rule says that apply derivative of f and derivative of g and put x is equal to a. That will be your final answer if g dash of a is non-zero. Now suppose g dash of a further. What is the further thing? Again we can apply L hospital rule and say that further, if g dash of a as well as f dash of a is 0, g dash of a as well as f dash of a is 0, then your limit will become, limit which was original,
F double dash.
yes, very good, f of x upon g of x will become double derivative of f and a upon double derivative of g and a. And again the same restriction, g double dash of a is non-zero. Such that g double dash of a is non-zero. Is it okay? Fine. Now, if suppose g dash of a is 0 but f dash is not 0. G dash of a is 0 but f dash is not 0. F dash is a fixed value. So fixed value by 0, then the limit is going to infinity. So it is becoming large and large. Are you getting it? If suppose g dash of a is not 0 but f dash is 0, still the answer is unique. It is 0. 0 by fixed value is 0. So any one of them is becoming 0, not a problem. But if both of them are becoming 0, we'll have to apply L hospital rule again. Applying L hospital rule again, we get We get L is equal to F double dash of A upon G double dash of A, where G double dash of A is non-zero. Is this clear? These are the questions which are asked in MCQ. They'll ask you f of x is this, such that f of a and g of f of L is limit as x tends to f of x upon g of x. F of a, g of a both are 0. Then what is the answer? So the answer is f dash of a by g dash of a with g dash of a non-zero. They'll ask you the second question. Further, if f dash and g dash are also 0, then what's the value of limit? So the answer is f double dash of a upon g double dash of a. Is it okay? Yes, is this
Ma'am?
okay?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If g dash a is 0 and f dash a is any real value, then we
Yeah.
can say that limit does not exist.
You don't say limit does not exist. Limit is approaching infinity. It's a very large number.
Okay.
It is fixed. It's only one value. It's not. We can say it is not well defined because it is infinity.
Okay.
Okay, but in the option infinity will be an answer. So you will have to take that option.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, right? Yes. Anybody else has any other doubt? Otherwise, you write this. This is going to be important and very careful. See, have I applied the derivative on left hand side? No, I'm applying only on right hand side. So I'll tell you how you get it. So first you write this quickly. If it is x tends to a, yeah.
Ma'am, can you please explain it once again because my network lagging, so you weren't audible.
Okay. See, if your question, if your limit is such that n limit is x tends to a f of x upon g of x, where f of a and g of a, what's the meaning of f of a? As you put x is equal to a in both, you are getting to be the answer to be 0. So what will be the limit form? The limit will be in the form 0 by 0. Which will take how many values? Either the answer is 0 or it can be infinity. So it is not full. So it is indeterminate. I want to make it determinate. So this fixed value. So how you can do it? By applying L hospital rule. What is L hospital rule? Take the derivative of numerator, take the derivative of denominator and put the value of x as a. The answer that you will get is actually the value of L. How? That I'll tell you. Right now it is answer. What is the answer? Limit will become f dash of a upon g dash of a. Now, if suppose further both of them are 0, f dash upon g dash both are 0, again it will take the same form 0 by 0. So it is indeterminate. So again we will apply L hospital rule. What do you mean by again applying L hospital rule? Take the second derivative of f and g and then put x is equal to a. You will get the answer to be f double dash of a upon g double dash of a. And continue this unless and until one of them becomes finite. If f dash is finite, finite upon 0 approaches infinity. If g double dash is finite, 0 upon finite number is 0. So the answer is unique, either 0 or infinity. If both of them are 0 by 0, then obviously you go for one more time application of L hospital. And this will have to continue until one of them becomes finite.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay? Fine. So you write down please this quickly so that I tell you now how do we get this answer. You have used it in your 12th standard, but you are not knowing how do we get it. We have done now Taylor series, and that's why you'll be able to understand how I'm getting the answer to be f dash upon g dash.
मैम
Yes.
अगर एफ डैश ए 0 होगा और जी डैश ए एनी रियल वैल्यू होगा तो लिमिट 0 आएगा ना?
हाँ, वही तो मैंने बताया ना कि न्यूमरेटर या डिनोमिनेटर कोई एक फाइनाइट होना चाहिए. फॉर सपोज f डैश अगर 0 हुआ और g डैश फाइनाइट हुआ तो 0/1 से 0/2 0/3 इज 0. लेकिन अगर g डैश 0 हुआ और f डैश क्या हुआ, क्या बोलते हैं इसको, f डैश फाइनाइट रहा तो इट इज इंफिनिटी, अनडिफाइंड. You can say that it is undefined. In the MCQ, they'll say either they'll give you the option as undefined or they'll give you the answer as infinity. So depending on that, you can write down the option.
Yes,
Clear?
yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you finished writing?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I'll tell you how do we get it. Okay, because it's very interesting and very easy to understand. But only the theory part was generally not given importance. But right now I'll tell you how do we get it. So I have written here that f is differentiable. F is differentiable, and I am defining the function at the point A. So by using Taylor series, for f of x as well as g of x about A. What do you mean by about A? In powers of x minus a. Do you remember that expansion? your L will become limit as x tends to a. F of x का क्या expansion होगा टेलर सीरीज से about a, it will be f of a plus x minus a f dash of a plus x minus a square by 2 factorial f double dash of a plus dot. Correct? ये numerator होगा. What will be your denominator? G of a plus x minus a g dash of a plus x minus a square by 2 factorial g double dash of a plus dot. Okay? Yes or no? Everyone, can you hear me?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Jay,
Yes,
can
ma'am.
you? Yeah. Fine. So now this is there, and what is given to you? F of a and g of a both are 0. So when you substitute here, your limit will become limit as x tends to a, f of a, g of a will go, and you can take x minus a common from throughout, whatever is the entire expansion. So what will remain? F dash of a plus x minus a by 2 factorial f double dash of a plus dot. Denominator will be x minus a g dash of a plus x minus a upon 2 factorial g double dash of a plus dot. So this x minus a which is there, which is approaching to 0, is getting cancelled. I am not doing division by 0, I am cancelling out the approachment. So x minus a is gone. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Now you put the limit as x tends to a. So second term onwards, everywhere there will be x minus a. So if x is going to a minus a will become 0. So all the terms of second derivative onwards will become 0. Yes or no?
Yes.
समजते का हे पुढचे टर्म जे सगळे आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये x a प्रत्येकाचा कोएफिशिएंट असणार आहे इथे पॉवर 1 आहे नेक्स्ट वाल्या टर्म मध्ये पॉवर 2 असणार मग x a raised to 3 असणार सो एव्हरीवेअर each term has the coefficient in terms of x minus a. So when x is equal to a you want to put second term onwards all will become 0. What will remain only is f dash of a upon g dash of a. Therefore your answer is f dash of a upon g dash of a. And who gave this? This was been given by Aristotle, so it is called as Aristotle. Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, and if further say f dash upon g dash is 0, so first term will go, again we'll be able to take x minus a common, so what will remain? This 2 factorial will get cancelled, answer will be f double dash upon g double dash. Is this okay? Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this way we will continue unless and until one of them is non-zero. If one of them is non-zero, we are going to stop there. If both of them become 0, still we will continue. I can take x minus a common and they will get cancelled and we will get f double dash upon g double dash, all triple dash upon triple dash and so on. Okay? That's the proof. So if you want, you can write it down. This is the Aristotle proof. Yesterday, HOD sir has said that in case if you are there in the classroom only for 10-15 minutes, then your attendance won't be marked. I hope everybody is aware of that. Okay. Vallabh is there. Jay, you are there. Roll number 25.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can see it all the things which are there on the board.
But not clear that much.
Okay, so maybe you can't see it clearly because of your
Yes,
data. Okay, so videos what I will upload that time you please go through them in case if they are visible clearly, as well as I put the notes. Okay, but you are understanding orally, you are understanding whatever I am saying.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Okay, so we'll go ahead now to solve the questions. Now the most important part here is this examples will be quite easy, and since you have already practiced some few examples earlier also, this topic will is scoring. Okay. So let us do now the examples of 0 by 0, and this is the same thing for infinity by infinity, only f and g will be reversed. So that's why we can apply a hospital rule only to 0 by 0 and infinity by infinity directly. For the remaining ones, you have to convert them to either 0 by 0 or infinity by infinity form. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let us start with the examples now. Take down the first example. Evaluate. These are standard limits, which I have already done. Evaluate. You know the answer of this. Evaluate limit as x tends to 0 sin x by x. What's the answer of this?
1.
The answer is 1. So use an hospital rule, it will get the answer. So what's your solution? Simple one. This is limit as x tends to 0 sin x upon x. Sin 0 is 0 and x is 0, so it is taking 0 by 0 form. Therefore, apply an hospital rule. What do you get? N is equal to limit as x tends to 0, derivative of sin x is cos x and derivative of x is 1. So now put x is equal to 0, cos of 0 upon 1, that is 1. Cos of 0 is 1. So your limit is 1. Is this okay? That's because of
Yes,
hospital rule.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Now let's go. This was simple. So this way there are standard ones. For example, e raised to x minus 1 upon x. What will be the answer of that?
1.
That is also 1. Limit as x tends to 0, e raised to x minus 1 upon x. So this is again taking, let's see. When x goes to 0, e raised to 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 upon 0, which is 0 by 0 form. Therefore, what you do? Apply L-hospital rule. Okay. And therefore, your L will be limit as x tends to 0. समझते ना सगळ्यांना? इथे बघा, e raised to 0 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0 upon 0. So I want to apply L-hospital rule. L-hospital rule apply करायचा म्हणजे काय? न्यूमरेटरचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह वेगळा घ्यायचा आणि डिनॉमिनेटरचा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह वेगळा घ्यायचा. e raised to x चा डेरिव्हेटिव्ह असतो e raised to x and derivative of 1 is 0 divided by derivative of x, which is 1. Now put x is equal to 0, that is e raised to 0, the answer is 1. Is this okay? So these are few standard expansions, which are standard limits that we have already used. Okay, and here we have proved it with the help of L-hospital rule. Now we will go to some complex questions. So what are those complex questions? I will write down them here. Evaluate limit as x goes to y, x raised to y minus y raised to x upon x raised to x minus y raised to y. I'll check out the question. X raised to y minus y raised to x upon x raised to x minus y raised to y. This question is also quite important. Okay. So evaluate this limit. Now here, first of all, you'll have to identify is it indeterminate. For that, you have to put the limit. Who is the variable and who is the constant? That you have to understand. Who is the variable?
X.
X is the variable because
Y.
x is
X is variable and
x is
Y
y
is
is the
constant.
constant. Yeah, because x is approaching to a value. That value is fixed, so it is y is the constant, and x is changing. That's why it is called as variable. Okay. Now you put the value of x as y and check what happens to the answer. So if you put x is equal to y, you get y raised to y minus y raised to y. This x is y and this x is y. Denominator also x is y, y is to y. So you feel that it gets cancelled and the answer is
0 by 0.
The answer is this and this will get cancelled and the answer is 1. But no, it is actually 0 by 0.
0.
Is it okay? 0 by 0 form. So that's why you have to solve it ahead and apply the L-hospital rule. So try applying L-hospital rule. This is 0 by 0 form. You can say this is given question is 0 by 0 form. N is equal to this is 0 by 0 form. And therefore we apply solution starts here. N is in 0 by 0 form, and therefore we apply L hospital rule. Okay. Yeah. So try solving. Let's see how many of you will get the correct answer. So you have to be very good at your derivatives. So L is equal to limit as x tends to y. What is the derivative of x raised to y? X is your variable and y is your constant.
Y x raised to y minus 1.
This is y x raised to y minus 1. Everyone, is this clear? Because it is of the type x raised to n. So x raised to n का derivative है तो n x raised to n minus 1. So y x raised to y minus 1 because y is a constant. Okay. Then you have to write down the derivative of y raised to x. This is of the type a raised to x.
Y raised to x log
Y raised to x into log
y raised to
y.
x into log 1. Because what's the derivative of a raised to x? A raised to x log. Okay. सगळ्यांना समजतंय आपण डेरिव्हेटिव्हचे फॉर्म्युला यूज करतोय त्यामुळे सगळ्यांना डेरिव्हेटिव्हचे फॉर्म्युले माहित असायला पाहिजे a raised to x derivative is a raised to x log 1 and y raised to therefore y raised to x derivative will be y raised to x log 1. Now who is next? Derivative of I write first y raised to 1. Yes, roll number 25. Can you tell me what's the derivative? Easy question this is, okay? What is the derivative of y raised to y? Hello? Jay, what's the derivative of constant y raised to y? Fine, he's not the reciprocal. Y raised to y is a
0.
Okay, y raised to y is a constant term. Therefore, the derivative is 0. And derivative of x raised to x?
X raised to x into 1
X
plus
raised to x ln x plus 1.
X raised to x into 1 plus
ln
x.
x plus
Does everybody know how to get the derivative of this? X raised to x 1 plus log x answer सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे का?
Yes.
नाही तर everyone.
Yes,
Those who are doing it regularly, please don't tell. Even एका student का this is not very simple and this is important. सगळ्यांना येते का एकही कोणी असेल तर सांगा प्लीज I will prove it. Remaining students you can continue. Those who know you can continue and get the answer. आणि का कोणी ज्याला येत नाही याचे डेरिव्हेटिव्ह काढायला?
Ma'am, me. Can you explain that?
Yes. Yeah. So z is x raised to x. Okay. Z is x raised to x. You have to find the derivative of this. That means you have to find derivative of z with respect to x. बरोबर? This is what I want. Remaining students will please continue the question. Is this okay? Z is x raised to x. I want to find the derivative of z with respect to x. But it is of the type function raised to function. Whenever you have function raised to function, you have to apply log on both sides. So log of z is x log of x. Clear? X log of x log of x. And therefore, what will happen is you have to differentiate now this side as well as this side because I want to find what is the derivative of z with respect to x. First, for that, this is a composite function, log of z. So, what's the derivative of log? Log derivative is 1 by z. Then you have to take derivative of z with respect to x. समझ लगा? Log
Yes,
of
ma'am.
z आएगा. So, log का derivative 1 by z.
Yes, ma'am.
Z का derivative with respect to x. Right hand side, you have to use u into v rule. So, take the derivative of x, which is 1, log x as it is, plus x as it is, derivative of log x is 1 by x. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And therefore, dz by dx will be nothing but it will be z into x cancel 1 plus log x. But what is z? Because I want the final answer in terms of x. So x raised to x 1 plus log x. That's your answer. So dz by dx, that is derivative of x raised to x is nothing but x raised to x into 1 plus log x. That's what we are going to use. Is this okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone now?
Yes, ma'am.
So now let's start writing the L hospital rule for your question, which was given as to be log of what you have to do. N is equal to limit as x tends to y, x raised to y minus y raised to x upon x raised to x minus y raised to y. So applying L hospital rule, applying L hospital rule. What will this become? You have to take the derivative of numerator. So I have written all the derivatives. What is the derivative of x raised to y? It is x raised to y is y, x raised to y minus 1. What is the derivative of y raised to x? It is minus y raised to x log of y. Divided by, what is the derivative of x raised to x? It is x raised to x into 1 plus log x. And derivative of y raised to y is 0. Therefore, your limit will become limit as x tends to y. Check whether you can take anything common.
Mem 1 minus log.
Y raised to y.
Y raised to
Y
Y.
raised to y.
constant, right? It is 0. Derivative of y raised to y is 0. I have written that. Yes or no?
After applying
No,
the
ma'am.
limit,
Extending to y,
after applying the
y.
limit, we can get y raised to the y raised to
After
common.
substituting, yes. So you are going to substitute now. I'll rewrite it because it's a bit messy there. I'm writing it once again. So y x raised to y minus 1 minus y raised to x log of y divided by x raised to x into 1 plus log. So this is what we have applied at hospital rule. Now put the limit. This is y raised to y minus 1 minus y raised to y log of y divided by y raised to y 1 plus log y. Because everywhere x should be substituted as 1. And therefore, you can see y raised to y is common. Y minus 1 plus 1. This is y minus 1 plus 1. So y raised to y is common. 1 minus log y divided by y raised to y into 1 plus log y. And now this is not in indeterminate form because you are getting the fixed answer. So the answer of your limit is 1 minus log y upon 1 plus log y. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
It seemed so difficult when we started and it was 0 by 0 form. But then we saw applying an hospital rule, it's quite simple. This is one of the favorite questions in your MCQ question exam as well as in theory. So please see to it that this you have understood. Okay? Fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let us start. I'll give you another question. You please see whether, and whoever will solve this will get a bonus mark in your term 1. Okay? And I'll make my mark. Fine? So take down the question. It's not easy, obviously. Evaluate limit as x tends to 0, root of 1 minus x minus 1 raised to 2n divided by 1 minus cos x raised to n. Evaluate the limit as x tends to 0, square root of 1 minus x minus 1 raised to 2n divided by 1 minus cos x raised to n. This is your question. Try solving it. The hint is how you want to start. Obviously, can you see that it is 0 by 0 form?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. If you put x
Yes,
is equal
ma'am.
to 0, this is root of 1 minus 1 is 0. So first you have to write it as 0 by 0. Cos 0 is 1. So 1 minus 1 again is 0. So it is 0 by 0 form, and therefore you have to apply L hospital rule. But how many times you have to apply L hospital rule? Before
Until the
starting
0.0 is over. Until the
until,
indeterminate form is
so
over.
what is that until?
The
What is
indeterminate
n?
form is over.
Yeah, what is that n? N, how the number is not
N
given
is a
to you.
constant, right?
It's a constant. So those many times you have to differentiate. Minimum n times. Are you
Okay.
getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
This is 2n. This is higher and this is smaller. So if you differentiate n times, then it will become a constant. And you don't know what is that n. Are you getting it?
Yes,
So
yes, ma'am.
L hospital rule directly applying it won't
Yes,
be
ma'am,
very
yes.
easy. So what you have to do, and
Ma'am, can we take logs?
No,
Sine
exactly.
square
Can
x
we
by
take
2.
log? Means you can write 1 minus cos x
Ma'am,
as
if
2
we,
sine
ma'am,
square x by 2, and then it will become root 2 sine x by 2 the whole square, then 2 and 2 and common. It will come same powers. Right? After
Powers
that,
will
you
come
can
same.
apply.
Yeah, if
After
powers
that,
are
you can
same.
apply.
Yeah, after
Ma'am,
that,
or
okay.
else we could
Wait.
square
Let
the
me
number.
answer one by one. Let me answer one by one. He say when you put this expansion trigonometric formula if you use, then the powers will become same. And then how many times you will differentiate? 2
Ma'am,
n times.
if we will take log, the n will eradicate, na? We can take log on up on both the sides.
Yes, try to take log and then see how complicated it becomes. It's not
Ma'am,
so
we can
simple.
also square the numerator, and then both the powers will be n.
Yes.
So
Ma'am,
this
root
Square.
1 minus x minus 1 the whole square, the whole to the power n. हम वैसा होगा.
Ma'am, we can
How
rationalize
can you
also.
take this directly inside?
हम अगर मल्टीपल पावर्स के ऊपर पावर्स रहे तो मल्टीप्लिकेशन होता है ना मैम, पावर्स का मल्टीप्लिकेशन.
Here it is a minus b raised to 2n. It is not a raised to 2n.
It's to the
Ma'am,
power.
a minus b whole
You
square
can
का
consider
whole
that
power n.
Ma'am,
Okay.
in numerator we
whole
can
square
take
to the power
1
n.
minus x raised to half minus 1 raised to half. So we can take that.
Okay. Whatever you are saying, you write down and see how complications you get
Ma'am.
across. The most important thing here is your problem is at square root and then getting this power inside. Squaring and then writing to the power n and then
Ma'am,
simplifying this. If you are able to get yes.
There is a form we have a raised to b into c that we can write at a raised to b raised to c. Then we can square the numerator term, and we can have hold the term numerator and denominator raised to n.
Yes, you are absolutely right. I don't have any doubt in that. But still, you have to do n times differentiation, na? A square and then here the square root chala gaya. Very good. So you will get what? That this square root will go and you have to the power n. That means you have to differentiate it n times, and you don't know n. How many n differentiation? N minus 1, n minus 2, dot, 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 you say, it will go up till 1. So it will be how many times differentiate? Your L-hospital rule you are going to apply n times. If that n was 100, are you going to do 100 times differentiation? If that n was 200, are you going to do 200 times differentiation?
Can we use any kind of substitution here? Because
You can try for substitution.
That might be the only way.
There is one more way.
Ma'am, when there are powers same, can we take the limit inside?
Separate numerator and denominator you are saying, na?
No, when we make the power same as n, can we take the limit inside the power and whole limit will be raised to n?
Yes.
You can take the brackets inside and then apply the limit on it.
Yes.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that.
Then the answer is
Ma'am, what is the answer?
Can we also change the signs and means multiply and divide?
Absolutely.
Can we do that?
That is the best way. That is the easiest way.
Component
Rationalize, yes.
Rationalizing,
Rationalize both the terms by component to dividend. No, multiply with root of 1 minus x plus 1 in the numerator denominator, 1 plus cos x
and then
in
1
the
minus
numerator
cos
and
6 denominator, changing the sign.
1 plus cos x in numerator and denominator, and then you get the answer quickly. Somebody was asking me the answer. It is 2 raised to minus n. Answer is 2 raised to minus n. Did you get that answer? Yes, the student was asking the answer. Did you get this answer? 2 raised to minus n.
Ma'am, I tried a different approach.
Yeah.
I took square inside. Under root 1 minus x minus 1 whole square will be 2 minus x minus 2 under root 1 minus x.
Okay.
Upon 1 minus cos x whole to the power n.
Right.
Then it is also 0 by 0 form.
Yes.
So by L-Hospital, it would be minus 1 plus 1 upon under root 1 minus x.
Yes,
Derivative.
I got the same.
Derivative. Root of, see, you are going to get 2 root of 1 minus x. So derivative of 2 root 1 minus x is 1 upon 2 root of 1 minus x into minus 1. Don't skip the derivative of minus x. Because see, these are small things that you have to take care. Then you get the final. Okay. You are getting the final answer to be 2 raised to minus n?
No.
It's minus 2 raised to n.
Minus 2 raised to 1.
N.
No, it is plus only. Okay, whoever has solved that question in your way, please send it to me. Take the image and send it to me on my WhatsApp. I will check where you have gone wrong and I will tell you. Okay. So the approach that one of the students just now told, कि rational component or dividend को करके solve करना है, that you can try. So I will write down those steps. Remaining students have done other ways. Okay, even if you have not got the answer correct, fine. But you send it to me. I will tell you where you have gone wrong. Okay, because the final answer is not matching that. Some mistake you must have done. So multiplying and or rationalizing the given limit. We get n is equal to limit as x tends to 0, root of 1 minus x minus 1 raised to 2n into root of 1 minus x plus 1 raised to 2n into 1 minus 1 plus cos x raised to n divided by 1 minus cos x raised to n into 1 plus cos x raised to n into root of 1 minus x plus 1 raised to 2n. Why am I doing this? Because this let me tell. Why I am taking this? Because root of 1 minus x plus 1 is not becoming 0. If I put x is equal to this, x is equal to 0, I am getting 1 plus 1, 2 raised to 2n. Here also I am getting 1 plus 1, 2 raised to 2n. Here also cos 0 is 1, so 1 plus 1, 2 raised to n. So the answers are getting towards a finite value. And then what I'm using here, a minus b into a plus b. This formula I'm using. This is a, this is b, this is a, this is b. What's the answer of a minus b to a plus b? A square minus b square. So for denominator also same thing, numerator also same thing. So n will be limit as x tends to 0. What it will be? A square. So 1 minus x minus 1 raised to 2n into 1 plus cos x raised to n. This term is not making a problem. In the denominator, I get 1 minus cos square x raised to n, which term is same, make the degree same. Let's see what happens to that. And then it is root of 1 minus x plus 1 raised to 2n. Okay, so this plus and minus n gets cancelled. This is limit as x tends to 0 minus x raised to 2n divided by what is 1 minus cos square?
Sine square.
Sine square. So it is sine square raised to n. So it is sine raised to 2nx.
Yes.
Okay, and I get this is your first function and this is the second function, and second function is finite. So I can apply the limit separately if it is finite. So that is 1 plus cos x raised to n divided by root of 1 minus x plus 1 raised to 2n. Only this is the problem now. So this will become limit as x tends to 0 minus 1 raised to 2n. I'll write it this way. Just see, sin x upon x raised to 2n. Is this okay? This x I put in the denominator, both the powers are same. So sin x by x raised to 2n. And this answer is finite. What is this answer? Put x is equal to 0, cos 0 is 1. 1 plus 1, 2 raised to n.
2 raised to n.
1 minus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 raised to 2n.
2 raised to 2n.
Okay, so then what is the answer of sin x by x? Just now we proved in the first example, sin x by x is 1. So your answer is minus 1 raised to 2n into 1 into this term.
2 raised to minus.
What is that? 2 raised to
2
minus
raised to minus n.
What is minus 1 raised to 2n?
1.
Minus 1 raised to 2n is 1. So it is 1 into 2 raised to minus n. अगर ये minus n पर plus आना minus n minus 2n. So that is 1 into 2 raised to minus n. That's the answer is 2 raised to minus n. Is it okay? So your final answer should be this. You go by whichever method, whether by trigonometric substitution or by any method. You did not have to use L-hospital rule directly. We are using it indirectly here. Sin x by x, this answer is 1 with the help of L-hospital rule. Now ask the doubts if you have any. Okay, is this clear to everyone? I don't want to take your lunch time. I'll take your
Get the
attendance.
bonus marks.
You send me those who have solved it. Those who have solved it, you please send me the answer. I will